Hi everyone, welcome again to a Niger Man's Perspective. A couple of days ago, I released a video about the late Nick Imudia, where it was reported that he jumped out of his flats in Victoria Island, an apparent suicide. But news reports coming out from the family is indicating that this might not be the case. Let's watch this video and I'll give my thoughts towards the end.
The family of the late Nick Imudia, former CEO of e-commerce company Konga, has debunked reports that he died by suicide. In a statement on Sunday, Anthony Imudia said on the family's behalf that investigations were still ongoing on the cause of his death, as suicide had been ruled out. He said news of Imudia's death was reported while the family was in the hospital trying to resuscitate him.
So this this is bad. Coming from the family, the news of his suicide was released when the family was still in the hospital. I This is wrong. The family should be the one breaking the story or giving them the permission to release the story after presumably cause of death has been identified and they're happy with it. This is wrong. This is absolutely wrong. There's no way to describe the kind of pain that the family is going through, given that they didn't control the passing of the news to the press. Of course, we're in social media era where news just flies, and I thought it's best for me to continue to monitor this story, and as soon as I hear things or more things about this story, I'll do more videos on this particular issue. Something that quite that was quite torn about this particular case. I was quite torn about it. Let's get back into it.
Police had confirmed that Imudia died by suicide last Thursday at his residence in Lagos. However, the family said they were unhappy with the unprofessional manner the media has wrongly characterized the reporting of Nick Imudia's death as suicide. This is also supported by the Lagos State Commissioner of Police Office that has vowed to investigate the sudden death of Nick. Neither did Nick call his brother in America with instructions on how to distribute his wealth, nor place the call to his daughter with any instructions. How come the news was reported so hastily before his family members even knew about it?
So my earlier video, I'm going to put the link in the description. I did mention that because that's what the reports that was widely sent to so many news channels, that's what happened. He called his brother and he called his daughter, but the family is saying that that's not the case. That never happened. We don't have any audio or video or text or any kind of image to show that what the blogs are saying is correct. We're going to go with what the family is saying. This is not good, and I'm sure there are probably more issues like this that have arisen as a result of a family member passing on. Respect to the dead. Let's get back into it.
Medical team was still trying to resuscitate him at the hospital. The Imudia family wonders. Stating that the former Konga CEO comes from a close-knit family where support abounds, the statement added, Nick never showed any sign of stress and was not diagnosed as depressed at any point. The thought of suicide in the manner portrayed and hastily reported by the news media is suspect. Nick Imudia, until his death, was the group CEO of Delight International with headquarters in Nairobi, Kenya, where he was residing. He managed the company's worldwide operations from Nairobi. Nick was full of life, and people that worked closely with him or met him in the last hours prior to the incident surrounding his death were shocked with the media attributing his death to suicide.
Okay, so there are two things for me. So number one, there's still an investigation. The family is not happy that one, it was broken in the way that it was broken, because they're saying it's a suicide. The family is saying investigation is still ongoing. The police is saying it's an apparent suicide. The press and the blogs are saying it was a definite suicide, and they now added more to it to say he sent a message to his brother, and he also sent a message to his daughter. And the family have said that is not true. So this is bad, and there has to be a proper way of managing the emotional part of a bereavement when a family member dies, especially. It doesn't matter whether the person is prominent or not, but it's just that respect for the family to even understand the gravitas of what has just happened. Barely 3 hours that this news came out, and I said it on my channel as well. And immediately I saw this, I thought the best thing to do is to just come out and set the record straight from what the family has said. The news reporters, I don't know whether they're going to do a rejoiner or they're going to go back and say, okay, this is the current state of things, but I'm definitely going to keep close to this one. And if an investigation is ongoing and it is known that he wasn't a suicide and it was something else, then the question now is what actually happened. And it'll be an interesting story. So this one's still developing, and again, respect to the dead, and my condolences to his family, friends, and well wishers.
He was on a short visit to Lagos after a brief trip to the Netherlands and was to return to Nairobi a day after his sudden death. Nick made his initial career mark with Nokia, the Finnish-based telecommunication company, before he was transferred from Helsinki to manage Nokia Asia operations in Singapore. Later in his career with Nokia, he was appointed as the managing director of Nokia West and Central Africa. When Microsoft bought Nokia, he opted to leave the company. Looking for a new challenge, he became the CEO of Konga Nigeria, where he re-engineered the company's operation. At his prime age and the level of his achievements, people who knew Nick well are all shocked and do not accept the characterization of his death as suicide. Members of Nick's family do request the media and the general public to allow them to grieve their loved ones without...
Exactly, they should allow them to grieve. No further information until the police have come out to conclusively say that this is what has happened. But even if it was, the family still need to be given that respect first before any kind of news is brought out. So I'm going to leave it at this one. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Give this video a like, and I'll see you in the next one.